Shalawam, shalawam. Alright, spirit was on me just to hit the button. Alright, so, hey, first and foremost, all praises be to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well in sincerity. Alright, which I do listen to, Shalawam. And all praises be to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi. All praises, Salakia, man. Shalawam to you brothers out there. Alright, call me Yasharahla. Alright, to the 144,000 hopeful elect and the 1/3 men, women, and children. Hey, shalom to you brothers, man, that come up in here. Shalom to you brothers. Hey, so you know what it was today. Holiday, hell day. You know. And the title of this lesson, this will be a quick one. Alright, is Why Do You Not Believe? So, you got a lot of people out here that they don't believe, they scoff, they mock, but I want to let them know that in the scriptures, you are wrote about, okay? You are spoke about a lot, you know? So let's go to 2 Peter 3:3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts. So that's why you don't believe, because you walk after your own lusts. Meaning you are giving in to your flesh. You can't fight that flesh. Okay? You love your flesh. So a day like today, oh, you loved it. Because what does this day appease? Your flesh. You got the yams, greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes, you got the pumpkin pie, the sweet potato pie, you got the sweet velvet cake, you got the dressing, you got the stuffing, you got the turkey, you got the ham. You know how Jake do, okay? You got all of that. So what is that doing to you? That's getting your flesh going. Your flesh is like, yes, yes. All of this food, I'm about to eat up all this food, right? So you walking after your own lust. Your lust, you can lust after food. Okay? So that's another reason why you don't believe, because you think that this is it. You think that this is as good as it gets. Okay? So that's another reason why you don't believe, because you think that this is it. You think that this is as good as it gets. You know? Let's get another one. Because, 2 Peter 2:10. But chiefly them that walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness and despise government, presumptuous are they, self-willed, they are not afraid to speak evil of dignities. So these are what? These are people, the key word being there is they despise government. What's the government? Starting with Yahawah, going to Yahawashi, then you got King David. Then you got the 100, the apostles, the 12 apostles. Then you got 144,000. That's the government. Okay? So 2/3 of our people despise that order. They despise that government that's set up. And then even the 1/3 brothers, all right, that are there, they don't despise the government because they are a part of it. They will be in it, kings and priests as well, So you got these people, these 2/3, and these heathens, which they, whatever, right? They chiefly walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness. So when you hear lust, don't just think about sexual. Don't just think about that. Lust is, you could lust after, like I'm about to play the video game. You could lust after a video game, right? They got the new Xbox coming out. You could be, oh man, I'm gonna get it. A video game, GTA 6, right? You got our people lusting after GTA 6, pre-ordering it right now, boasting about, man, I got it on pre-order. I'm getting a special Ultimate Edition. You getting a special Ultimate Edition for $250. It come with the map and everything. You lusting at, you boasting in that when, bro, we probably won't even You probably won't even get to play GTA 6. We gonna be saying, oh, we got the nukes before GTA 6. Like that, how that meme go, man. Right? But you got our people lusting after these things. They lusting after this stuff. It's their flesh that wants to continue this world. Fuck a GTA 6. I want to get on a chariot. All right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're going to take, exactly, brother. They're going to take that MOTB to play GTA 6. Exactly. Exactly. That's the point. Because they lust after it. So they not building themselves up in the spirit. They building themselves up in their lust. They building themselves up with Satan, man. All right? Zechariah, kind of 2/3. But I'm going to keep it going. Okay? Jude 1:7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah, they known for lusting after the flesh. They known for giving in to wicked, strange women, which is doctrine. It's wicked doctrines, which is they gave into. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in the manner, because other 5 cities, right, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. So this is what happens to you when you go after strange flesh, when you go after wicked things like this, when you lust after false gods. They were serving false gods, thinking that it was a power higher than Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi. And this was after the flood. So you knew they was off their rocker, man. All right? And it's not praise Yah. It's praise Yahawah. By Hashem Yahawashi. Okay? You calling on another name, automatically, what are you doing? You lusting after another power. Okay? That's committing adultery. That right there is an act that's punishable by death. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Well, whoever's teaching you is teaching you incorrect. Because you have Yahuwah and it's no use in the Hebrew. Whoever taught you that it was used in the Hebrew. So, yes, brother, you got to be very diligent and be careful. All right? If you sincere, then it'll show. If you fake, then it'll definitely show. And your flesh gonna eat you up. Because your flesh is what is condemning you, man. All right? Because if you live these scriptures, if you read these scriptures, if you study, guess what? They gonna jump out of you. Okay? Galatians 4:23. But he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh, but he of the free woman was by promise. Okay? Meaning that you can't just get caught up in the laws, commandments, and statutes over and over and over. Okay? Because we not saved by the law. 1 second. Let me put my laptop over here. But we are saved by what? Works and faith. So we know that we gotta, because we can, if we was saved by the, if we had to keep the law for salvation, then we would never be saved. We would all plummet. We would all go away. Is God perfect? Is Yahawah perfect? Yes, indeed, Yahawah is perfect. That's a pointless question. All right? You need to read Sirach, 3rd chapter, verses 21 to 23. Okay? You asking stupid questions. All right? Don't ever question Yahawah, bro. And you look like you spamming, so you out of here. But let's continue. But hey, this whole lesson was for that type of person. These people that come in here asking dumb questions. What's the topic? If you can check it before you come in. The name of the lesson is, why do you not believe? And I'm explaining to you non-believers why you don't believe. Okay? So let's go to 2 Corinthians. I'm going to start at the top. 2 Corinthians 10th chapter, starting at the top. Now I, Paul, myself beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Hamashiach, who in presence am based among you, but being absent am bold towards you. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence wherewith I think to be bold against some, which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through power to the pulling down of strongholds. And that's what we fighting. That's what the key, if you don't get anything out of this message, you need to get that we are fighting a spiritual battle, okay? It's demons. These are strongholds that are over your life, that are fighting you. Demons that are pulling you. Demons that are forcing you to go and drink alcohol. Demons that are telling you to go and smoke weed. Demons that are telling you to go and buy another pack of Newports, man. Okay? These demons, these strongholds are things you have to break down. All right? I'm telling you this from experience, man. Things I had to break down to come into this truth. Becoming that new man. I had to fight against my flesh. I had to, but not physically. I had to deny myself of that BS stuff. Okay? Yeah, I ain't proud of that, man. Navy vet. Hey, nah, I'm playing. It is what it is. All right, Esau, and that's another thing, man. Esau's military is, some brothers be so caught up in Esau's military that they can't get over that. They can't get over that because the military does what? It institutionalizes you. It trains you a certain way to live. So you got some people up in there that's literally brainwashed, man, down to the T. You know what I'm saying? But when, as this brother saying, you know what I'm saying, logistics, supply, all right? But when people get out, we never want to go back in that bullshit because it was trash, okay? They do not care about you in there. Trust and believe that. They truly show you that. All right? Verse 5. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of power, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. And that's when you get in those everlasting bodies, man. Okay? So this was beautiful right here. All right? Casting down imaginations. What does Esau Edom have against you? He has all these imaginations, things that he's planning to do to you. All right? Like, he may be looking at the brother Bayan and maybe thinking about throwing him and his family in a FEMA camp. He may have imagined that against you, right? These are things that he got thinking about. Brothers that he see on the corners every weekend. All right? Esau got plans for them. Plots, schemes, imaginations, right? So we are what? Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of power. That's why Yahawashi said, if you got the faith of a mustard seed, you can move this mountain. Talking about these governments, these powers, right? They ain't gonna stand against us, man. We have far more power than they have when we really understand who we are. And getting back to the topic at hand, why you people don't believe is because you don't understand who you are. To you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you don't understand that you are the sons of God. So therefore, why would you believe that you are if you never really went into it and understood it and opened up the Bible and understood that Bible is for you and only you, written by you, it's FUBU. It's for you, by you. Okay? Yahawah had it written for you. He has your people standing up and breaking it down to you. This ain't for the heathens, man. At the end of the day. All right? Yeah, man. I use that military to go to college, man. That's pretty much it. All right? That's pretty much it. You know? But I did get to travel the world. And I feel like Yahawah, who that's the true name of the Heavenly Father, he allowed me to do that, to open up my mind. Coming from the country, coming from a dirt road, coming from the woods, right? But he used the military to send me to Japan, man, to send me to Australia, to send me to Singapore and Manila and all of these type of places that I never ever thought I would see in my life at early ages, 19, 20, 21, 22, right? Seeing things that I never thought I could see. But Yahawah was like, man, I got to open your mind because you really like, nah, okay? So he had to expand and show me a lot, you know, and that understanding it now, he protected me most definitely, because I could have been gone a couple times, you know, and he was still opening my mind throughout all the time. So jumping back to the topic at hand is, why do people not believe? Because Yahawah's not dealing with everybody. He's not going to give everybody that type of experience. He's not going to send you to look at and read this book or send you to stumble upon this YouTube page. I stumbled upon Redacted, man. Okay? And then I saw the elder share it. I stumbled upon this Mr. BB333 who be going into deep. He be looking at the chariots. He got this little thing. He be finding chariots. People be sending him chariot sightings and all this to his page, right? And I be taking that and sharing it to the brothers. Like, but I stumbled upon that, man, when I wasn't in the truth. I was just in conspiracy theory stuff, right? But that's understanding now that that's the spirit. Yahawah was trying to show me the chariots to strengthen my faith and strengthen my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can get up out of here. The same reason you don't believe in Humpty Dumpty. And you people, it's beautiful though that y'all don't believe, because we know that we in the end times. We know that we in the last days. The more that y'all do that. All right, a little bit more in here. So we're going to cast down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of power. That's Esau Edom. That's his strongholds. That's the things that he's setting up to go against us. That's the MOTB. That's an imagination. That's a device of the wicked that's been set up to come against us. We casting that down. It's no fear from us towards that. It's no fear from us, period. All right? We have no fear for that, you know? And bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. Captivity is slavery. So we are bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience. We are controlling our mindset. We are controlling what we think. Because do you know that demons love to get in your head and clutter you and distract you? And, bruh, it be times Satan to jump in and be like, man, Yahawah really not dealing with you, right? He ain't send you no dream. He ain't send you nothing. I promise I ain't had a dream in probably 3 weeks, you know? And then Yahawah sent me 2 back to back, all right, recently, this morning and 2 days ago, right? And I was like, dang, you know, and I was fasting. At certain times, I was fasting. Like, every time I fast, Yahawah normally send me a dream, like 2 days later. All right, but it ain't work like that. And you can't control Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. All right? He send you what he need to send you when he send you that, you know? But you just got to keep, and you believe regardless, just because. He's never failed you. He's not going to fail you. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Verse 6. And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. We're going to get that time. We're going to get raised up, the powers, the strength to revenge all disobedience when our obedience is fulfilled. Meaning that we have to endure until that time, that appointed time, and then we get raised up to go forth and lay that vengeance on, right? Being the battle axes of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. So you can't just go and lay vengeance on your enemy just because, somebody cut you off on the road and you want to fight. That ain't it. Okay? Whatever it be. This ain't no time to kill with Samuel L. Jackson. This ain't how it's going down. We have to sit back and endure. Now if somebody hit you or something, hey, you got a right to defend yourself. But we know Esau wicked as hell. We can't go up to the White House and riot and storm. We can't do none of that. Okay? Don't get in that mindset. Cause this ain't that. If you in that mindset, then you're not in the truth, man. Alright? And you have to rebuke yourself. You got to rebuke your thoughts. And that's what this scripture is talking about. Putting your thoughts, bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach. So you are controlling your mindset, And it's good to, I was watching this thing this morning, man. It's good to just, them distractions, just stay focused. So sit back, meditate, right? You're supposed to meditate on this word. That's Joshua 1:8. So really sit back and meditate on this word. Sit back and just chill. All right? Go out, man, go to the park. All right? Sit in the grass, ground. I like to take off my socks and walk in the grass. Okay? Just listen, Get away from entertainment. Get away from your phone. Take a walk. Me and my wife took a walk today, like a mile walk, around the neighborhood. So these things are good to just look at the world and get away from your daily complacent ass life of coming home, TV, game, shower, eat, sleep. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta spice it up and don't forget that even though Esau fucking this world up, it's still beautiful things in it. It's still a lot to see in this world that's out there, and stay connected, man. And yeah, nature, Yahawah has nature there to help you get through, and fast. When you fast, you are purging out and clearing out, and you are making a better way for your body to function, okay? Especially when you got to clean out your gut, because if your gut is your first brain, okay, and your intestines is like your second brain, so you got to keep these things clean, Make sure you getting enough salt, you staying hydrated as well. Because these things that help get waste up out your body. When you got too much waste in your body, you're going to feel sluggish. You're going to have less energy. All right? And this is not a health live, but just to add on to that, man. Because that needed to be said. All right, so verse 7. Do ye look on things after the outward appearance? If any man trust in himself that he is Hamashiach's, let him of himself think this again, that as he is Hamashiach's, even so are we Hamashiach's. For though I should boast somewhat more of our authority, which the Lord hath given us for edification and not for your destruction, I should not be ashamed, that I may not seem as if I would terrify you by letters. For his letters say they are weighty and powerful, but his boldly presence is weak and his speech contemptible. Let such as one think this, that such as we are in word by letters when we are absent, such will we be also indeed when we are present. Kind. That's beautiful. For we dare not make ourselves of the number, or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves, but they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise. Men lifting themselves up on pedestals, that right there is a red flag, okay? We don't never see our elders doing that. The elders of GMS. We don't never see brothers doing that, man, okay? Brothers, the brothers are meek. Brothers are meek and humble. That right there is a good sign. Lifting yourself up is not, because this is not the place where you want to be lifted up. You lifting yourself up in Babylon, man, that's not it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we are in the book of 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter. Okay, we just basically start at the top and we going down. And we about to finish it up in this one. Now the topic, once again, to reiterate it, is why do some not believe? Or what's your reason for unbelief? You know, and basically going into it that do some not believe? Or what's your reason for unbelief? You know, and basically going into it that Yahawah deals with certain people. Okay, he's not dealing with everybody. He has blocked to it that Yahawah deals with certain people. Okay, he's not dealing with everybody. He has blocked the spirit from a lot of people. I get that. And he's made them unable to see. Luke 14:11. For whosoever exalteth himself, and he's made them unable to see. Luke 14:11. For whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. Exactly. Beautiful. So that's it, man. You don't wanna, cause what's gonna happen eventually? You're gonna be in that Saul spirit, that Saul mindset. You became king. Now you brought yourself up high. And guess what? You got abased. Yahawah brought you back low. He made you remember. All right? That's why you stay down there. If you don't try, ain't no such thing as try, man. You know, I mean, you try and you might fail, but really, we got to get past trying. We got to do. That's what being perfect is. You know, when you in this knowledge, when you in this understanding, it's like you just gotta you gotta do, because this thing is getting, especially when we getting to the point where we at, right? Where this ain't no time to be messing up. You know, Matthew 23:12, coming from the brother Quam again. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. Kind, the same one. Just another book. And dang, it's another one. I think it's in Barak. I can't remember it. Oh man. It jumped in my head and jumped out. I can't remember that one. It's like a man that raises himself up. Nothing. But I'll get the one in Ecclesiastes. Or is in Proverbs. Nah. It's like somebody that knows something knows that they know nothing at all. Know nothing at Salakia. But this is a good mindset to have. I gotta find this one. 1 Corinthians 8:2. Let's go there. 1 Corinthians 8:2. Dang, I just started messing with this Bible Gateway. I'm trying to figure it out. It's different in Blue Letter. 1 Corinthians 8:2. That's it. The water. And if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know. So we don't get caught up in this truth. The scriptures say, wisdom, knowledge puffeth up a man's chest. So you get to the point where you thinking you know this and you know that, but still you got to stay low. It's always going to be that Hebrews 5:12 moment where you trying to teach, but you need teachers to teach you. Guess what? When we get beamed up in the chariot, we still going to have to listen to Yahawashi, right? we gonna be like, dang, you know what? I didn't know, boom. He gonna make everything clear as hell to us, So that's a beautiful thing, So you always gonna have somebody over you in that sense. All right, with Yahawashi being there. So it's always gonna be that. So always keep that humble mindset. We always gonna thank Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Regardless, even when we kings and priests, we got mansions, we got thousands of kids, we got chariots, we got all this. It's always the water Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Always. Don't ever get out of that mindset. Alright. Galatians 6:3. I'm gonna get y'all brothers' precepts, man. And I'll start at the top. Galatians 6:1. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such as one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Calm. And that's to deal with brothers in calmness. To deal with brothers in meekness and in a humble situation, cause and that's beautiful. And that right there shows growth and maturity. Cause it's also reflecting on I see the brother going off for doing that. I remember when I was in that situation. I remember when I did this. I remember when I did that. All right. And I remember the mercy that was shown to me. So you reiterating that back. You want to push that out because Yahawah gave you that, And if you don't reflect that, then guess what? Yahawah gonna fuck you up because you got that, but you not giving that back. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you want to treat others how you want to be treated. The golden rule in that sense. All right, treat your neighbor how you want to be treated. Verse 2, bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Hamashiach. And that comes to a point, that comes to like a limit, right? Because if it be like a brother need gas money, okay, cool. But it comes to a point where if that's continuous, you know what I'm saying? Then to bear that brother's burden is all right, bro, we gonna try to get you a job. Or we gonna try to help you, figure out a way to make some money or get a hustle or something. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta try to put yourself in a brother's footsteps and be like, okay, how would I get out of this situation? Verse 3, for if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. Beautiful. That's why we don't uplift ourselves too high. So we don't uplift ourselves at all. We stay low. And that might be that Ecclesiasticus 23 and 4. I'm going to go check. But first, I'm going to get the brother feeding the sheep. Precepts. All right, Ephesians 4 and 14. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie and wait to deceive. Exactly, and the scriptures tells you that, they're not going to be able to deceive the elect. So the more you grow, the more you understand, you on the lookout now. You got your lights went from regular lights to bright lights. Now you seeing everything, right? You see that deer that's over there that's waiting to crash you. That's gonna crash you out. So what you doing? You slowing down and you gonna let them pass. All right, you ain't gonna hit that distraction, that same bump that you hit last year. You know the road. That's that's the beautiful part of this thing. And that's why you got elders that done drove that road 30 years plus, right? They done drove that road 30 years plus. That's why we got Yahawashi. He's already been down this road. All right, he been to that part where he had to die for this. So you can't, it's nothing you could tell him, bro. It's nothing you could tell him. Well, damn, Yahawashi, I'm going through this. You're like, yeah, I did that before. Well, shit, well, I'm going through this. I did that before. Well, shit, my woman tripping. Yeah, I was Solomon. You know what my women did? Well, shit, well, I was Adam. You know what my woman did? You can't tell him nothing. What can you really talk to Yahawashi about? All right, that he hasn't went through. You can't. That's nothing. That's I really think about that. Like, it just really hit my head. Like, it's nothing, man. We have that master teacher. You know, the schoolmaster. We have him. All right? Our husband, man. All right? 1 Peter 2:2-3. As newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that you may grow thereby. If so be ye have tasted that the Lord is gracious. Right? And be grateful for that. That you taste that sincere milk. That you can move on to the meat. Like reincarnation. Like, you know, really breaking things down. Genesis, the first chapter. Because really that's meat to certain brothers. That's meat, you know. Genesis, Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. That could be considered meat to a point, you know. These type of things, these dark sayings. All right. We'll keep going. Hebrews. Well, yeah, I quoted that one, but we'll keep going. All right, Philippians 2. I got you, bro. Philippians 2:8-9. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. Wherefore power also have highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name. And that name is Yahawashi. Exactly. And that name also means title. That right there. His authority. Where he has, you know, that name that no other man knows, basically. That authority, that title. Because we know his name, according to Acts 4:12, that name which we have down here under the heavens, which we will be saved by. So don't let them tell you that we don't have the name. We have the name, okay? But when it says that name, nobody else, and that's basically his rank, his title, his authority. Don't nobody else got that, right? So yeah, Yahawashi humbled himself. He came as a slave. As Isaiah 53 talks about, he came as a slave. This was prophecy for him to come in that way, right? For him to come low, for him to do that. And even, you take it back to, I was just watching a video on the Maccabean brothers and Hanukkah and all of that. And that was all set up. Yahawah let them go so far, but he didn't let them get out of hand because Yahawashi had to come under slavery, under the Romans. He had to come under that, you know, because it was prophecy. So we wasn't meant to fully take over Israel and venture off and be our own nation in that way. Rome had to be over us, right? So, hey, man, the prophecies have to pass. At the end of the day, man, the prophecies have to pass. All right. I'll get that Ecclesiasticus. One second, I gotta type it. 23:4. O Yahawah, Father and God of life, of my life, give me not a proud look, but turn away from thy servants always a haughty mind. Yeah, that's it. That's beautiful, right? Yeah, give me not a proud look. You don't want to lift up yourself, man. Anytime anybody be like, great lesson, whatever, man, Halalyam la Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. All praises to the heaven, all praises to the Father and to the Son. And Rakakadash, the Holy Spirit, for allowing the lesson to come through, right? We learn this from our elders. We learn this from those that have been doing this before us, man. Okay, this is not us. This is Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. For these brothers to go and get these precepts, right? That's the Spirit working. That's not them. That's the Spirit working. Because what is the Spirit doing? It's clicking. It's putting a tick in their brain. It's making it happen. And I know that because when I'm in a brother's lesson, it happens to me. Like, it'll just be, scripture popped in mind, scripture popped in mind, scripture popped in mind. But when I'm up here preaching, it's not like that. It's like, yeah, some things pop in my head, but when I'm watching a lesson, it's like more scriptures is popping in my head faster and faster and faster, right? And that's what that is, man. It's the spirit, you know? Because, I don't know, it's like when you're doing a lesson, you trying to focus on the lesson and et cetera, and then you watching to moderate and make sure ain't no bullshit going on. Boom, 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 right? That's why brothers is in the comment boards to help and support and get you scriptures and, you know what I'm saying? And it's all what? It's all in the body. It's all in that unity of the body, you know? And getting back to the topic at hand, I forgot why people don't believe. It's because they can't even understand the simple fact of that unison. They can't even understand the simple fact that, okay, if I'm doing a lesson on reincarnation and these brothers is understanding and they believing and they giving me scriptures on reincarnation, but they be the only person in here like, well, no, that doesn't mean that. Boom. We already see that you don't believe. You don't understand. All right? Because Yahawah has blocked you from that. Right? That's showing, that's signifying that you are not of the body. You know? When you try to take the scriptures and you be contentious with it and you try to twist it and say it don't mean that. Well, the scriptures say the scriptures ain't for no private interpretation. You can't take it and twist it and say it's for something else. That's why precept must be upon precept, man. All right? Man, I hate that shit. Why people always say that? All right? Kendrick's whack. That dude is whack. It's not enough. Let me stop. All right? Nah, man, that shit. I did listen to the new album. I'm gonna just jump on it one time. And he had that song Reincarnated. He doesn't understand biblically what reincarnation is, you know, because he broke it down incorrectly. Okay, that's one thing that I listen to, because Kendrick actually knows about Hebrew Israelites. Okay, you know, he should have been, but what? He's dealing with Satan. So when you're dealing with Satan and you on that famous level, right? He chose the money over the truth. So don't expect Kendrick to be telling you to serve Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. He's not going to do it. He could have done it the last two albums. On the album Damn, he was telling you Yah, Yah, Yah. Remember that? And he said, I'm not black no more, I'm an Israelite, right? He said that. Don't call me black no more, I'm an Israelite, right? But he can't serve two masters, so who did he choose? He chose by all. He chose Satan. So that's why dude is whack to me, man. And that recent album, it's like he's trying to be a kid still. He's trying to be. You listen to it like, what's the song? Peekaboo, or y'all ain't talking about nothing. Like, dude, you're like 30. He's 30 something plus, and you still rapping like you on some gang shit or something. When you know. Y'all music's supposed to mature. Like, I would go and actually, if we talking about music, I would go and listen to Nas. How Nas has actually matured. And, you know, he don't sound like he gonna, you know, whatever. But Nas always been different in that level. But all these stars and shit like that, they off. You know, because they not coming in the correct name. So that's what we'll tell you brothers, man. They not coming in the correct name. All right? And that's just irrelevant. All right, so, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we hit a lot. Hey, Shalawam Zaquan. Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi Barak Ahtham. All right. Well, man, the spirit just hit me. That's why I'm in the dark. You know, it was just, I just hit the button. I just hit the button. I got my laptop here, you know, and I was playing the game. And I was like, shoot, man, let me just hit one up. Let me just do a quick one. You know. But we get one more precept. On why people do not believe. Matthew 13 and 58. This is showing that Yahawashi wasn't even going to deal with these people, man. All right. Now let's start at 53. All right. And it came to pass that when Yahawashi had finished these parables, he departed thence. And when he was come into his own country, he taught them in their synagogue. All right, his own country, his hometown, where he was from. He taught them in their synagogue, insomuch that they were astonished and said, Whence has this man this wisdom and these mighty works? Is not this the carpenter's son? Is not his mother called Mary, and his brethren James and Joseph and Simon and Judas? So they couldn't spiritually understand it. They was thinking with a carnal mind. They was like, man, we grew up with you. You're not who you. We don't believe you the Son of God. We grew up with you. You came from a woman. You were born of seed, right? Furthermore, breaking down so many doctrines that this world has pushed on our people. They're letting you know he grew up, he came out the womb like every other man, right? So they couldn't spiritually understand who he was, even though he was performing miracles and teaching with much wisdom that they didn't have, they couldn't comprehend. All right, verse 56. And his sisters, are they not all with us? Whence then hath this man all these things? And they were offended in him. Right? I tell you the truth, now I become your enemy. But Yahawashi said unto them, a prophet is not without honor, save in his own country and in his own house. And he did not many mighty works there because of their unbelief. So this is another reason why you don't believe, because you don't believe in Yahawashi. You don't believe in the prophets. You don't believe in this word. You don't believe that men were actually raised up. They didn't believe that the Son of Man was raised up, even though they knew the prophecies. They knew these type of things, but they couldn't see it because they thinking too carnal. That's why you got people that might have grew up with us and we start talking about the Bible and they see us doing it consistently over and over and over, but they still can't comprehend because they still got us in their mind as a person I went to high school with, or that's just my nephew, or that's just my, whatever it be. All right? They can't see you as a prophet, man. They can't see that. No matter how much you break the scriptures down, man. Okay? Yeah, Nazareth is basically the ghetto, the trenches, right? Yahawashi, you could say, I guess he grew up in the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? All right? Yeah, they hate them that rebuke at the gate. Yeah, just like today, going back to where you from, trying to tell people about the truth. And you see that with a lot of, look at young Dolph. He went back, he on wickedness, but he went back and got unalived in his hometown. Nipsey got unalived in his hometown. Jake hates you where you come from. A lot of people go back and get unalived where they from, because that's the nature of the curses. All right, that's Deuteronomy 28:54. The evil eye towards thy brother, basically. So that's the nature of the curses. At the end of the day, Jake still Jake. From back then, same spirit. Hey, exactly, bro. That's reincarnation. See? You got it. All right? Hey, yeah, Shabbat Shalawam, Ahtham. All right, but that's pretty much it. And the point being right there is, and he did not many mighty works there because of their unbelief. So, Yahawashi was doing works everywhere. Boom. Right? Blind, blase, everything, man. Healing all these people. All right? Because they believed. But they unbelief, he was like, nah, I ain't even going to do all that for y'all. Because y'all don't believe. So, the border, the line in between is the remnant believes. Our faith is strong. Our spirit is strong. We believe 100%. We don't put our belief in anything else. We don't trust in anything else to save us. We not trusting in a plane ticket up out of here. We not trusting in prepping. We not trusting in MOTB, right? The only way we getting up out of Babylon is a chariot. That's what we truly believe. You know, we know the nukes are coming, and we still believe that the chariots are gonna save us. That's period. And most people cannot fathom that. They can't put that in their mind and understand that, man. Is they can't wrap it around their head that they gonna see the missiles in the air, and they basically I don't know what they gonna go into their bunkers like on Fallout. That's what they gonna do, right? Look what the elder said. Some Jakes from my hood only see me as a 10-year-old chocolate chubby kid. That's how I be from your hometown. It be the worst there. And I go back home, I know it's some people that wanna do harm. But it's all good. You know, it's all good. It's all good. And we don't fear them. As Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter says. You know, we don't fear them. So, I'm going to end it right there. I get that Hebrews 11 and 1. And then we'll end it right there. Hebrews 11 and 1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And they didn't have no faith. They had low faith. You know, that's the thing. When they was acknowledging that Yahawashi had great wisdom. They was acknowledging that they knew that he was on a higher level than them, but they still couldn't believe because of the carnal side of things. They couldn't understand it. Right? Touch on what? Salakia to the body as I addressed the sister. I didn't mean to come out strong or What you mean? What happened? I don't even know what's going on. Touch on what, bro? What's your question? The time period of Jacob's trouble. So this is, as Elder Apostle Tahar Korn, this is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And what we see passing is Trump, which we believe to be Nero, had to come into office, basically, and all the type of laws that he's about to bring to pass is setting up. It's basically setting up Jacob's trouble. So Jacob's trouble is, you know, he's going to come down hard on Jacob, on Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So what is Nero plan to do? I'm going to just call him Nero, right? What does he plan to do? He plans to deport millions of Northern Kingdom, right? Latinos, okay? He plans to deport them back to the countries where they came from or lock them up, okay? And he's going to use that to further his agenda. He's going to say anybody that opposes America. So who opposes America heavily? Well, the brothers on the corners that's speaking it down. He knows that the prophets of doom, as he calls us, are out there. Okay? So that's going to give him leeway to start attacking the Southern Kingdom as well. So we believe, right, the time frame of Jacob's trouble, which we don't know, right? But just looking at the scriptures, looking at prophecy, looking at Ezekiel 38, looking at everything that's passing over in the Middle East, which is Asia Minor, right? Looking at everything that's transpiring, we see things not slowing down. Ain't gonna be no peace. How they talking about is peace with what Hezbollah and is no, it ain't gonna be no peace. Trust and believe that. All right. We believe everything about to pick up soon as Trump get in office, because he said first day mass deportations. And guess what? They not going willingly. They not just gonna hop on a bus and go back to where they came from. Trust and believe that. So, and they got weapons. Okay? A lot of these Northern Kingdom jakes, which are tied to gangs or tied to cartels, and you got the cartels crossing the border as well, who have been running the whole operation because they've been funded by the Democrats. Okay? So you got all these type of, man, this stuff has been escalating, and it's really about to pop. It has been boiling, and it's about to pop over, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he gonna bring in that MOTB. Most definitely. You got who? You got Mr. MOTB himself, Elon Musk, in the White House. All right? In the, he's in the, Office of Efficiency? Yeah. So, man, you got all of that popping off. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Elder Apostle Tahar Corn, 2025, the year of the Charagma, right? That's what it's looking like it's gonna be. Cause it look, man, not Trump, but Elon said that those robots can put that Neuralink in your head in 10 minutes, okay? And they got all these Neuralink, they got all these C-HIP companies out here ready. It's not just gonna be no Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, Moderna. No, it's gonna be, they're gonna be everywhere. Okay? When this thing is rolled out, all they need is Salakia. All they need is a mass T attack. That's all they need. Okay? And then after that, they can roll it out. They can be like, you need to take this for your safety. All right? So yeah, you know, so hey, I'm in my mind, I'm thinking next year, man. I'm thinking next year we gonna get deep into it. That's what I'm believing. Soon as Trump get into office, I'm thinking it's gonna get started. We really edging on into it, man. Yeah, the elder said we in it now. Exactly. So we about to get deep into it. You know? So prep. Now you don't gotta prep like that. Alright? Alright, you prep by reading the Bible, okay? Remember what happened in the time of Exodus, the time of Numbers. Yahawah fed us with manna. He fed us. Alright? So build up your spirit, prep your spirit. Okay? You know, all that. Don't be in a carnal sense. Because all these preppers, guess what? They prepping for us. We say this all the time. We going to be like pilgrims on the earth. If a brother could give me that real quick. Pilgrims on the earth. That's in 2nd Esdras. I think 6th chapter. Let me see. I'm going to try to find it too. But we going to be like pilgrims on the earth. We going to be moving around. 2nd Esdras. All right, 16. 16 and 30. Where is it at? Oh, 40. All right, 2nd Esdras 16 and 40. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So we're going to have to move. A pilgrim is, the definition is basically a person that's moving to another destination. Like the pilgrims that came here. What? They landed on Plymouth Rock, right? They came here in the name of a religious, association or whatever. So that's what we're going to be. We're going to be moving around America. Now, don't get in your mind that you got to flee Babylon. It ain't going to be like that. when all that happens, second Esdras 15. Cause I want to get some scriptures real quick. I'm gonna end it though, but just to touch on it. Second Esdras 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Purge, all out civil war. These things are going to be happening. This is the condition that's going to be happening, right? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So keep in mind that the borders are going to be shut down. The airports are going to be shut down. All travel, period. Gas stations. If you got people not being able to go into a city, then guess what? Trucks are not going to be able to bring gasoline into a city. So when that gasoline runs out of that gas station down the street, that's it. You better have a bike. You know, it's over for you. You know, at the end of the day, you're going to have 15-minute cities, martial law. All this stuff is going to be declared. All right? So, you know, I hope that answered your question. So I wouldn't say be in that prepper spirit, but pray most definitely. Read the scriptures and understand what you need to do. Watch the elders of GMS. Watch the brothers, right? Make sure you learning under the correct people and getting that correct doctrine, because these wacky-tacky camps, these wacky-tacky Christians is not going to tell you the truth, bro. They setting you up for slaughter. They setting you up to go get cut up and ate, man. That's what they setting you up for. All right? So, hey, with that being said, you know, Yahawah might put the soldiers' spirit. Hey, I believe that too. The same way he did for Jeremiah. He had them Babylonians. They wasn't on him. All right? They wasn't going to take Jeremiah out. Because he was prophesying. He was telling them to go into the Babylonians' hands. You know? But hey, I'm going to get up off here. But yeah, I believe that them soldiers is going to be with us. Most definitely. They ain't going to... Because I think if Trump know, then Putin probably know too. They probably know the condition and the situation. They spying. You know they spying. So if you got Russians over here spying, how can they not see the brothers on the street corners every weekend? How can they not? You know? They know what's going on over here. So hey, with that being said, man, all praises be to Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us his truth. And Shalawam to you brothers and sisters. All right, 144,000 hopeful elect, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children. Shalawam to you brothers. Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam, Shalawam. Kwam Yasharahla and a Baba Ball to this wicked nation. Shalawam.